welcome to this week's video newsletter. This week we'll start with a new shop promotion. Following on from the success of the complete equipment solution, i.e. the free fitting and free follow-up lesson with irons and drivers, this week we're starting with the free fitting and free follow-up lesson on putting. Okay, so if you're after new putting and never thought about having a putter fitting before, now is the time to do so. What's involved in a putter fitting? Well, a few things really, but I've got a great nifty little gadget on my phone that clips onto the kind of end of the putter there, and that measures various things in your stroke, okay? So not only will we measure things like how tall you are, how long your arms are, your posture, etc., where you stand to the ball, but we'll also measure the movement in your putting stroke. So it measures various things, okay? Number one, it will measure kind of how much kind of your stroke, your stroke kind of arcs, okay? Does it arc quite a lot, okay? Or does it go straight back and straight through, okay? And that will then determine what sort of putter you want. If your putting stroke is a more kind of straight back and straight through movement, then you would want a kind of face balanced putter. But if I dangle that in the air, you can see it doesn't really move, okay? That's more to that straight back and straight through stroke. If, let's say, you're more of an arc stroke, so you putt a bit more in a circle and the toe turns over a little bit, okay, a slight arc putter stroke, then you want a putter like this, that if I hold it, it just hangs down a little bit, yeah? So it's not hanging up like that, it's hanging down a little bit, okay? That's called a slight arc putter. If you've got a strong arc putting stroke, as in you really kind of take it back on the inside, really bring it through, rotate the club face back to square and then back through, inside square to inside. That's what Tiger Woods does, by the way. Okay, then you want a toe hang putter, yeah, okay? So naturally that would hang straight down, okay? So for that sort of putting stroke, you would kind of really want to rotate, okay, the toe of the putter to square it back to its arc. So that's all very important when we're fitting putters, okay? Trying to find a putter that matches your stroke. You'll be surprised how many people think they want to go straight back and straight through, but actually they slightly arc it because that's the natural way to play a side-on sport. When you swing a golf club, you naturally swing it round your body on that inside arc. That's very much the same with putting, okay? So the majority of people actually have a slight arc to their stroke. Very few are straight back and straight through, and actually very few are as sort of predominantly in, square to in, as Tiger Woods would be as well, with a strong arc, okay? So that's one of the things we measure, what type of stroke you've got. And that also determines how much you close the club face up through impact, okay? If you're a strong arc putter, the putter face will go open to square to close as you go through the ball, okay? If you're a straight back and straight through, that putter face was straight, very square through the strike as well. We'll also measure things like, okay, how high you have your hands at your putting stroke, how low you have your hands at your putting stroke. If they stay low or stay high whilst you're moving your putter, some people kind of naturally start quite low, and as they putt the ball, the hands go high almost. That's exaggerated, obviously. Also, we'll measure kind of shaft lean. Shaft lean is very important when you're putting as well. How much shaft lean, this is what we call shaft lean, leaning the shaft forward, okay, how much shaft lean you have at address, and then how much shaft lean you have when you hit the golf ball. A lot of putters, when they go with shaft lean, they have it quite neutral to start off with, and then they kind of add loft, and there's less shaft lean as we hit it. In fact, shaft lean the other way, okay, because a lot of people tend to get very wristy with their putting. But again, that's one of the things we would talk about through the putter fitting, okay? So yeah, lots of ways to kind of fit you for your putter, okay? All very important, all adds up to having the correct putter for you. Like all equipment, it's all about those marginal gains, okay? It's just going to give you a little percentage there, a little percentage here, just to improve your putting. So if you've never had a putting fitting before and you're interested, then please come and see me, okay? Even if you're not interested in a new putter and you just want a putting lesson, then we can still do very much the same and talk about your putting stroke, okay? A lot of it is down to feel as well. We take that into account and what suits you best sort of thing. Whether you like kind of a bit of a standard putter like I do, or you like the fancy ones with the big things at the back that help you align correctly, yeah? We'll weigh that into the equation as well, because beauty is in the eye of the beholder, and ultimately, when it comes to putting, it's all about what feels comfortable and what you're confident with, okay? So, great promotion at the moment. Come and see me and we'll get you booked in for a free putter fitting. Next we'll move on to Gorleston Golf Club competition news, and we'll start with a couple of matches. One success with the ladies Stern team winning the first round of their match away over at Bungay against Woodbridge. It's always played on neutral ground. They won 2.5 matches to a half, so well done, ladies. That's Jan Parsons and Sue Smith, Heather Harvey and Maureen Dark, and Pauline Phillips and Kim Potter. Well played to you 6. That's a great result there against Woodbridge. Over at Bungay, on to the next round. And then our junior team, I told you about that last week. Our junior team had reached the final of the county 3-man championships, which was played on Sunday, all very short notice. The county organised it very, very quickly and was played last Sunday, where unfortunately we lost to Rookery Park. Okay, great shame that, but the boys did really well. Lost by 6 points in the end in that combined Stableford format. So, but what a great effort to get there. Well done to junior captain Charlie Peacock, Tom Hellery and Brad Thompson for getting to the final. Fantastic achievement. They won a nice little trophy each for commemoration. So well done, boys. Fantastic achievement. It will be the first of many, I'm sure, especially with all the younger juniors coming through the ranks. So I think Gorleston Juniors being in County Cup finals, I think will be a regular thing in the coming years. But well done, boys. You've started it off. Special thanks to Tony Cater, the junior organiser, for organising those matches, taking the boys down there and giving their little pep talk before they started. Seemed to have won the trick. Well done, Tony. And congratulations to you 4 for getting to the final. So next on to competition news from the club. And we'll go back to last Wednesday's ladies competition, the Medal and Win Merchant Salver, where Heather Harvey, returning from injury, won Division 1 with a net 78, beating Anne Amos on countback. In Division 2, Sheena Embrick won with a fine net 74, beating Jenny Watson in the second on 76. And in Division 1, Rosemary Hodgkin, following our little short game lesson, shot a fine net 73, best score of the day to win Division 3. Well done, Rosemary, for putting that into practice straight away. Very, very good effort. Next we'll move on to last Thursday's men's midweek Stableford, where in Division 1, Glenn Harmon continued his little run of form. He won Division 1 with 39 points, beating Dave Henwood and Ray Pope both on 38 points. In Division 2, Richard Smart won with 40 points, beating Howard Thornton on 39 points. Nice return to form for club captain Howard. And Kevin Carter in third on 38. And in Division 3, James Marshall, well done James, had the best score of the day, 41 points. He beat Anthony Palmer into second on 38 points. And Keith Futter on third, also with 38 points. Sunday, the men had their monthly Stableford, where Ryan Garvey won with a fine 42 points. Well done, Ryan, beating Dave Henwood and Gerin Amos into second and third on 36 points. In Division 2, Jason Baxter won with 39 points. Well done, Jason, beating Martin Potter into second on 38 and Roger Cook into third on 36. And in Division 3, Max Evans won with 36 points, beating Tony Cranny on countback, also with 36 points. Aaron Mill came third on 34 points. On the mains men's tours, we had a great story on the PGA Tour where a fella called Nate Lashley won in Detroit on the PGA Tour. A great story because, 15 years ago, he was playing in a college event and his parents and his that time girlfriend came over and watched him. And on the way back from there, flying home, both his parents and his girlfriend at the time died in a plane crash. Oh, devastating it must have been. But yeah, so a fella called Nate Lashley came back to win. He had to go through Monday qualifying to get into the tournament. Didn't actually make it into the first 12 spots. Had to get in through being an alternate. But he managed to get in, last player into the field, and ended up winning the tournament by 5 shots. What's that all about? Just goes to show in golf, anything can happen. So Nate Lashley, never really done anything on the tour before, had one top 10. I think in all the years of trying, he's played on all the mini tours, had all that devastating family issues. But yeah, from nowhere, all of a sudden he wins on the main tour by 5 shots. Fantastic, made him for life. He's now into the Open Championship, he's into the Masters, he's into the USPGA, he's into the Players Championship. So just one fantastic week, and all of a sudden, he's made for life. So a fantastic story. I'm sure they'll make a film about it one day. But yeah, Nate Lashley, brilliant stuff. On the European Tour, where are we? Another guy I haven't really heard about, Christian Bezinutut. I don't know, not very good. South African anyway. South African name. He won by 6 shots. So he comfortably won Valderrama in the Andalusia Masters, hosted by Sergio Garcia. He won quite comfortably by 6 shots. People like John Rahm and Alvaro Quiros were up there as well, so he did well to hold on to that and win by 6 shots. But yeah, some fantastic for Nate Lashley, really. Right, okay. This week, the European Tour moves on to its preparation for the Open Championship. They start with the Irish Open held at Links Course Island. I can't remember which one it is now off the top of my head. And then they move on to the Scottish Open next week, followed by the Open the following week. We've got 33 squares. I just had a little count back. 33 squares still left in our sweepstakes. So make sure you come and get those before they all sell out. We've got 2 weeks to the Open Championship. Very much looking forward to that. At Royal Portrush, the Open's not been there since the 50s, so it's all been new to all of us. But yeah, very much looking forward to that. But yeah, come and get your Open Sweepstakes square before they all sell out. In other news now, Howard and I have got another Captain Pro match this Thursday. We're playing against Adi Price and Nigel Stone, and places are filling up fast. I think we've got a space next week, the 11th of July. It'll have to be a little bit earlier in the afternoon because I think Howard's going to the dogs in the evening. So if you want to play on the 11th of July, give me a call. We'll have to start about 1 o'clock time, I think. But just come and have a see me. If not, the next available week, because they've all been booked up very quickly, won't be till the middle of September, okay? So yeah, the spaces are filling out fast. The final is going to be on the 10th of October. That rings a bell. Anyway, it's around that weekend anyway, okay? So we haven't got long before we reach that. So if you want to play us in the Captain Pro Challenge, then come and get your names down ASAP because the spots are filling up fast. Right, okay. Also, for Howard, he's got his charity day on Saturday afternoon. If anybody would still like to play, there are spaces available. In fact, I've got 2 more spots if you'd like to play with me on Saturday afternoon. So anybody looking for a game Saturday afternoon, fancies making up a team with myself and Dave Green, then come and see me. It's £30 per person. All the money goes to Howard's charity, which is prostate cancer of worthy cause, okay? And if you want to invite your partners up in the evening, that's an extra £5 to pay towards the food, okay? So yeah, should be a great day. Looking forward to that. But if you fancy playing with me and Dave Green on Saturday, come let me know. Right, finally we'll move on to fixtures then for the upcoming week. This is Wednesday, so the ladies are out there at the moment. Thursday is men's midweek Stableford day. Let me just get my list, sorry, 2 seconds. So, and then Friday, the seniors, Friday is their 5th. The NSPGA are playing between 1 and 1:30 by the looks of things. So there's a few of them out there, okay. On Saturday, Captain's Charity Open Day, which the shotgun start from 1 o'clock, so the golf course will be closed from 1 p.m. Sunday the 7th, we got a monthly medal, so the golf course will be closed all morning. Monday the 8th, we've got a 9-hole roll-up Stableford, so just come in and shop and pay you £2. Tuesday, we've got the Suffolk Jubilee Shield versus Stowmarket. The first tee will be closed between 11 and 12:15. And then next Wednesday, the 10th, we've got the Ladies Divisional Medal going between 9 and 11:30, and Edmonton Electrical going out between 12:30 and 1:45. Right, okay, that's everything for this week. Thanks very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you all soon. Bye-bye.